What's up and welcome to another video I have for you guys here today. Now, it's been a little while since my last upload, right? And if you watched my video like 2 videos ago, you kind of know why, but really briefly, I moved, got a new job, I've just been busy, okay? It's one of those things. But today, I have quite the video, quite the upload. This one has been in the making for a little while now, but today, I have a rebuild of every team in the entire NFC East. So I collaborated with 3 other Madden content creators. We got Bengal, we got CK, and we got Jerome on this video. Bengal's doing the Giants, CK did his Eagles, and Jerome did the Cowboys. And that leaves me with Washington. Now, I could have done the Eagles, right? They're my favorite team too. But I had an Eagles franchise earlier on Madden 22, so I didn't really want to do them again. Figured I'd give them to CK. They're also his favorite team, so it makes sense. But I hope this is a video that you guys enjoy. Now, I told them all to do a 1 to 2 year rebuild of their teams, because I didn't want them doing, like a full 5-year rebuild of every single team, and this video being like 3 days long. You know what I mean? So I feel like a 1 to 2 year rebuild is nice. It's kind of quick. Probably some crazy, unrealistic, cheesy trades, but that's what you kind of have to do if you're rebuilding a team that quickly. And if you're not about the fantasy style rebuilds, then this is definitely not the video for you. Nor are any of my other rebuilds, because that's pretty much all I do. But another thing I should definitely point out, CK and Jerome's rebuilds were recorded before the scouting update. Now that was back kind of when I pitched this idea to these guys, and it's taken until around now to get everything settled. They have busy schedules, all this stuff. You know how it goes. So yeah, I just wanted to point that out. 2 of the rebuilds in this video do not have the scouting update, but mine will, because I'm doing mine right before it is uploaded, and then Bengal was the other most recent one. He sent me his the other day. So he also, has a scouting update. I don't think it's that big of a deal. The scouting update's pretty cool, but I still think it should be an enjoyable video without it. I don't know how I forgot to say this when I was actually recording this video, but I'm editing right now, and I definitely wanted to point this out. If you somehow don't know any of the other creators who are in this video, please go check them out. Their links will be down in the description below. They all make amazing Madden content. They're all really cool guys. I've worked with them all in the past. They're all cool people, right? So definitely go check them out if you don't know who they are. I'm sure most of you guys know who all of them are, but in the off chance, their links will be down in the description below. And one other thing I'd like to say before I let this video go, if you really don't agree with one of the trades they make, if you're really upset that they traded your favorite player or anything like that, don't go and give them hate, all right? I'll take full responsibility for their actions. So you can leave hate comments down below on this video. I don't care. There's no reason to go and bother them at all. But anyway, yeah, enjoy the rest of the video. Without further ado, this is a long intro, but let's get started with this video.
She's a Mona Lisa. Everyone's lining up to see.
I think then we can just talk about the roster, right? We have Washington. Now, they don't have a bad team. They have a weird team, I guess, because they have some holes for sure, but they have a solid defense. We can at least build around that. But on the offense, we have Taylor Heinicke starting at quarterback. Now, he's sick in real life, right? Taylor Heinicke, cool dude. I don't know if I'm going to try to play him. I don't know what's going to happen with Heinicke. We also have Fitzpatrick because injuries are off. So Ryan Fitzpatrick is here too. They might be players we just kind of trade and try to get a different quarterback another way. I don't know if I'm going to try to trade for one or maybe draft one. We'll kind of see what the quarterbacks are looking like in the class, I guess. We have Antonio Gibson here at running back. He's definitely good. He's an 81 star dev. He's still young. And a regular rebuild of this team, I would try to develop him. I might still do that, but I don't know. I'm more inclined to trade for a different running back, since this is a shorter term rebuild. Terry McLaurin, though, is staying on the team, obviously. Terry McLaurin's their best player, at least on offense. He's really good. He's a top receiver in the league. There's so many good receivers, though, but Terry McLaurin's sick. 94 speed, 97 catching, really good route running, great release. He's a great wide receiver. Curtis Samuel's also good, very fast, 95 speed for him, so they have a fast wide receiver duo. Adam Humphries is solid. He's a 75. We have DeAndre Carter, right? Yeah, he's 28 though, so not really looking forward to developing him. Antonio Gandy-Golden was a rookie last year. All right, well, these 2 receivers are probably good for a little while. Maybe we can sign another one in free agency or draft one or something like that. The offensive line is pretty solid, actually. We can keep a lot of these guys for the future. So Charles Leno, he's kind of old, but he's not bad. He's a 79. Eric Flowers is starting at left guard. He's a 75, 27. He's not bad either. Chase Roulier is a solid center as well, 79. Brandon Sheriff is super good. He's an 87. We're going to keep him for a while. And then Cornelius Lucas. He's not great. He's only a 70. But they do have Sam Cosmi, who I definitely want starting over Lucas 1,000,000%. He's way younger, like the same overall. Logan Thomas is a good tight end. He's like really solid, but he's 30. So I don't really think I want him starting too much on this team. I don't think tight ends impact like the record of a team too much. So maybe we can just rock with him for a season. I don't know just yet, but that is the offense. I really don't know what to do with a lot of these positions. But some of these guys are certainly going to be staples on the team. And speaking of staples, we have a ton on the defense. Pretty much the entire D-line is fine. I'm not going to change anyone down here. Maybe we get rid of Matthew Ioannidis. I don't really know. I mean, he's an 82, 83 with his little boost there. And he's 27. We might just trade him, honestly. Because they have Jonathan Allen and Deron Payne. Ioannidis is like never going to play. And then Tim Settle is a fine third. So I think I'm good with trading Ioannidis. He probably has a decent bit of value. Chase Young is awesome. Superstar dev. Montez Sweat, also very good. So this D-line is fantastic. I don't have to change really anything here, at least in terms of the starters. The cornerbacks, Kendall Fuller, solid as well. Good slot corner, 88 overall for him. He's very good. William Jackson, 85 overall. Another really good cornerback. So those two guys are fine. And I guess Darryl Roberts is their third. I don't know. I think St. Just is a rookie, right? Yeah, so maybe we just have him play then. I'd rather have him in than Roberts for sure. The safety duo isn't crazy. Bobby McCain. I actually didn't even really know he was on this team, if I'm being honest. But he's a 75, 28. Don't really want him long term. Cameron Curl's good. 79, 22 years old. Landon Collins is also pretty good. He's getting up there in age, and he's also pretty expensive, so I don't know what I'm going to do with him just yet, but he can start if I need him to for sure. At the linebacking positions, we have Jamin Davis, a rookie out of Kentucky. Ridiculously fast, 90 speed, 92 excel. He's fine the whole time here. Cole Holcomb's a 77, still fairly young. He's definitely not bad. And then John Bostic. I mean, the third linebacker doesn't do too much, I feel like, in simulation, so it doesn't really matter who we have there. This defense is a lot more like stable than the offense. A lot less of the defense is going to change, I think, over time. The offense is where we're going to make some moves and really make this team into a playoff contender. But that's the roster. Let's go ahead and make some trades. Now, this is going to be like a different sort of trade sequence than my regular rebuilds, because normally I trade for a bunch of draft picks and try to build that way. I don't know if I'm going to do that here or if I'm just going to trade for a bunch of players, maybe like a draft pick or two. I really don't know. I kind of want to cheese the trade system as much as I possibly can, because that's kind of how you build a team short term in Madden, especially a team that isn't already poised to like win the Super Bowl. You know what I mean? Like if I had the Browns, I wouldn't have to do like anything. But, you know, since we don't have one of the better rosters in the game, we might have to make some bigger moves. But let's see what we can do. The first trade here, we are getting rid of quite a bit, but I think we are getting a lot in return. Taylor Heineke, Matthew Ioannidis, and our first round draft pick going to the Bengals for Joe Burrow and Jonah Williams. I didn't really think I was going to be able to get a quarterback, but here we go. We got Joe Burrow. He should make the team a lot better just by himself. And then Jonah Williams is a good left tackle. I think this frees me up, you know, to trade Charles Leno now. Another trade here is going to be Charles Leno, Wes Schweitzer, and Bobby McCain to the Steelers for their first round selection. We need another draft pick back again since we got rid of ours. All right, I actually did not think that was going to go through, but Ryan Fitzpatrick, J.D. McKissick, and Logan Thomas to the Chargers for Mike Williams. Now we have a solid number 2 receiving option. I like Terry McLaurin as the 1, and then I like Curtis Samuel somewhere else, probably as like the 3 or something. I think this might be the final trade. Adam Humphries, Cam Sims, and Kyle Allen to the Bills for Dawson Knox. This is going to be the team then that we compiled for the first season. 83 overall, 84 offense, 83 defense. I think this team is good enough to potentially make a playoff push. It just kind of depends on how the rest of the division does. Like sometimes the Giants are actually pretty good. At least they used to be. I haven't simulated in this game in forever. Obviously the Cowboys do have a good team. They're normally very good. The Eagles are really weird. They're either pretty solid or just absolutely abysmal, and I don't really know what to expect from them for this season. But on the offense, we now have a new quarterback. We have Joe Burrow. We have a new receiver, Mike Williams. We have a new offensive lineman, Jonah Williams, and then another new receiving option, Dawson Knox. Now, we also have Diami Brown down here, and I kind of do want to get him playing at some point. But I think for the first year, I just want Joe Burrow to have the best possible weapons, and that includes Curtis Samuel. But Brown will be like the 4th receiver on the team. And maybe we can get rid of Curtis Samuel next year or something like that and then have Brown replace him. I don't know. But I want this kind of offense for this first year. And then on the defense, we didn't really change too much over here. We got rid of a couple guys, but, you know, it's still a really solid group. It was always going to be a good group. The football team is a great defense, especially this D-line. It's just so gross looking. It's so good. They have a good secondary, too. I moved Cameron Curl over to free safety. Landon Collins can start it strong. That's fine. We might need a linebacker in the draft. But I really don't even know what positions to target. Like offensive line, maybe. Depends if Cosme can develop or not. And then linebacker, I'm thinking. There's not too much more I think I need. I kind of just want this team to develop. But that is the roster. Let's also get some nice playbooks going. Now, I haven't simulated in a while, honestly. So I don't know if any of the playbooks have changed. Might just go with the Saints for the offense. I'm good with that with Antonio Gibson as well. Try to get him some good receiving stats because he's a good receiving back, you know. But then on defense, honestly, let's keep Washington's. Let's see how they do for a season at least. If they don't produce good numbers, then I can switch. We are here now at week 8, and the team is 3-4. Doing all right. We are an 85 overall, though. Like, we still have a really good team. I feel like they could potentially turn it around the second half of the year. I think I forgot to set the positional focus for all of my other scouts. Yeah, I definitely did. That's sick. My bad. We don't have that many draft picks anyway, so it's not a huge deal. So let's just at least set the national scout, Derek Johnson, to linebacker, or he should be. Can't change these ones, right? Okay, no, I can't. I wanted Aqib Talib to scout corners. Well, there's a good corner in the class. If I have him scouted enough, maybe we can still select him. I don't know. We do have a breakout player as well. I mean, I suppose we can see who it is. It's for Landon Collins. All right. Probably not going to work. I don't think he gets 2 of those stats, but I mean, I suppose we'll see what happens. But let's go ahead and see who has to come back to the team. Also, the staff points. Nice. Who has to come back to the team, though? Brandon Sheriff, the top impending free agent. And then we got some guys we just signed in free agency, like Kerryon Johnson and Nick Mullins. Tim Settle, Daryl Roberts. Okay, so a lot of guys I don't absolutely need. But Brandon Sheriff I do need. Let's give him a 4-year deal. He's coming back to the team. That's what I like to see. I don't think I need anyone else there on that list. Landon Collins did not go up in dev trait. It's kind of sad, but it's all good. All right, the team made the playoffs. Going 11-6. We actually did pretty well this season. 12-5 for the Buccaneers. That's what we have to take on. 12-5 as well for the Cowboys. 5-12 for the Giants. And then 2-15 down there for the Eagles. All right, how did Joseph Burrow play? 4,800 yards, 41 touchdowns, 11 picks. A nice completion percentage as well. That's a really good season. Let's go, Joe. Rushing-wise, Antonio Gibson, good year. 14 touchdowns, about 4 yards per carry, 1,200 yards. I will take it. Receiving-wise, Terry McLaurin had a great season, 1,245 yards, 13 touchdowns. Mike Williams, 1,100 yards, 11 touchdowns. Curtis Samuel, over 1,000 yards, 7 touchdowns. Dawson Knox, 6 touchdowns, 800 yards. And Antonio Gibson did not receive as well as I thought. I don't know if that's just because it's him, or maybe the Saints playbook isn't as busted as it used to be with those kind of stats. I don't know. Blocking, not great from Cosme, or Jonah Williams, I guess, but everyone else played really well. I'll take it. 118 tackles there for Holcomb. We have 17 tackles for loss for Jonathan Allen, 13.5 sacks for Chase Young, 9.5 for Daron Payne, 7.5 for Montez Sweat, 4 picks for Cole Holcomb. This should certainly be a dev trade improvement for him. 2 for Cameron Curl, 1 for Jamin Davis, Landon Collins, Kendall Fuller, Daryl Roberts, and Benjamin St. Juste. All right, that was a really good season for a lot of those guys. 8th in the NFL in offense. And then 24th on defense. Kyler Murray going to win MVP. But do we have anyone from football team? Joe Burrow at number 8. Let's go. NFC Offensive Player of the Year, Joe Burrow at number 7. Defensive Player of the Year, no one from football team. That's sad. Offensive Rookie of the Year, probably no one. Oh, actually, Patterson. Let's go. The backup running back at number 9. Defensive Rookie of the Year, Davis at number 2. And St. Juste at number 8. I'll take it. We had a good season. Let's go. Let's see if this team can actually do something here in the playoffs. Can we take down good old Thomas Brady? No. We beat the Buccaneers in the regular season, much like real life for this Washington team, but we cannot take them down in the playoffs. 31-14. It is sad, but let's go to the Super Bowl and let's check out who's in it. The Cowboys and the Browns. That is the most Madden Super Bowl of all time. Who's going to win? The Cowboys, 34-20. That's sad, but maybe we'll be there next season. I don't know. But let's go to the re-sign player stage. And I don't think there's anyone I need to bring back to the team, but we can also check out development trait improvements here. So let me go ahead and do that first. Does Joe Burrow have superstar dev? He absolutely does. That is amazing to see. And I don't think anyone else is up in dev trait, but it's fine. I'll take Joe Burrow up to superstar all day. Defensively, Holcomb went up. Davis did not. I just forgot he had hidden. I was going to say he went up to star. Cameron Curl went up to superstar. That's really cool. And I don't think anyone else is up in dev trait, but I'll take those few guys. They did very well this year. They're going to progress super well. They're going to continue to develop super well, I guess I should say. But who has to come back to the team? I don't think anyone is too notable here. Oh, actually, Mike Williams. I didn't see him last time. Maybe he wasn't here last time. I don't know. But Mike Williams, I do want back on the team. He had a good season. I don't mind giving him a 4-year contract if he wants it. He does. Let's go. He was a good number 2 option. He was a really good trade piece for us this first season. So let's go by this week and hop into the first week of free agency where we can sign some beasts, potentially. We have 60 mil just about to spend. So Devonte Adams is still the top free agent all the time. Teron Armstead. Yeah, I think we should just go after him. Ooh, Rashaan Evans would be really good too. Odell is here. All right. I mean, Curtis Samuel was good, but we can get Odell probably cheaper. Yeah, let's definitely spend some money. Let's certainly spend some money. So Teron Armstead I want really badly. So we're going to give him a big, beefy contract. Hopefully that's enough. And then we can try to get maybe Rashaan Evans. There's a pretty good-looking linebacker. There's a couple, actually. But I kind of just want an already established linebacker for this. So let's try to get Rashaan Evans on the team, 105 points as well. There we go. And then maybe we do go after, like, Odell. If we can get him for real cheap, I'll take Odell. Because then maybe we can do something with Curtis Samuel. 57 total points. I'm fine with that. We got Teron Armstead and we got Rashaan Evans. Oh, my. Okay, they made the team so much better. And I guess we'll see if we get Odell in another week. I don't think I'm going to change his contract at all. If we get him, we do. If not, I'm still fine with the receiving core. We did not get Odell. I also went after Mike Hughes just to potentially get another corner, but we didn't get him either. I literally gave him 0 points, so I didn't really expect much. But I don't really think I needed to bring anyone in for a private workout. We don't have many draft picks anyway, so I don't mind skipping over that. Let's go to the NFL draft, and there isn't too much I even want. I'm honestly not even exactly sure when we select. We pick at number 21. All right, let me try to figure out who I want. Now, there's a pretty good-looking corner. I wouldn't mind taking this guy, like, super early. And then other than him, is there another corner here? I guess I should have invited one of these guys to a private workout or something. But Marcus Paul is probably pretty good just because of his speed, like, and just that alone. This guy's probably decent too. He has B zone coverage, right? And he had A something else. A catching B man coverage is what it was. Great speed. Yeah, that guy's probably pretty good. So I don't know if I'm going to try to trade up or not for that top corner. I could do that. I probably should do that. Let's see if the Eagles take a corner. They do. All right. Well, I think I'm just going to go to my draft pick then. I was going to trade up for that guy if he got by the Eagles pick. I don't want to trade up to number 1 overall. So pick number 21. Are there any corners left? Yeah, there's Courtney McCarthy. He's still here. This guy looks pretty good, actually. So we're going to go ahead and take him. Hidden dev trait. I'll take it. He's probably a pretty good slot corner. Hopefully. At least the 3rd corner on the team. We kind of needed another one. I mean, we still have Juiced or Saint Juiced, whatever. He's probably decent at this point, but I'd rather have, a hidden dev rookie for sure. And I guess at this point, I'm going to take this receiver. He ran like a 4.3 something. Probably doesn't have good stats, but yeah, he ran a 4.39. I'll take him. Normal dev, 93 speed. He's something. And now I'm at the point where I don't know like anything about these players at all. I do need a punter though. So let me find a god tier punter. The best punter right now is Darren Sweeney. So you know what? We're taking him in the 3rd round because that's what kind of person I am. 93 kick power. I'll take him on the team. That's fine. That's going to be the final pick I make in this draft as well. Now, in a normal rebuild of mine, I would have had a much more than 3 draft picks in the first 3 rounds because I really do enjoy drafting. But in a video like this, drafting isn't as important just because, you're mainly building through trades and whatnot. And that's what we did for this team for sure. This corner's really good though. He's a 76, a hidden dev, 93 speed and acceleration. Great draft pick. This receiver is also pretty solid. 73 overall for him. And look at the punter. He's a 71. And a couple guys in the 60s. He's got a 69 receiver. Ladarius Wilkins with a hidden dev. That's cool. Now, who's the best player in the class? Let's see what that cornerback is looking like. He was a 78, so we didn't actually do much worse. But Darren Bethel is the best player. 81 overall on the Falcons. A good running back as well. And then there are 378 overall players. Marcus Paul was one of them. He would have been cool to get as well, but you know what? We didn't do too much worse. He went to pick number 18. We almost, got him. If he would have fallen a couple more picks, we would have gotten him, but it's okay. Let's go ahead, advance by. I don't think I'm going to make any trades for this next year. I'm pretty sure this is just going to be the team. Yeah, I definitely think this team is good to go another season. And honestly, if we make the playoffs again, might be it for this one, because I think we did a lot. And I would consider this one a successful 2-year rebuild at that point if we can make the playoffs in the second season as well. But we're an 88, 89 offense, 88 defense. The team's looking real good. Now, hopefully Madden simulation doesn't screw me over, and hopefully we do play just as well as we did last year again. But Joe Burrow up to superstar dev, 85 overall for the quarterback, had a great season a year ago. We added him a new left tackle, Teron Armstead, 95 overall. Jonah Williams is playing right tackle now, and then the rest of the O-line is the same. The receiving core is the same, just a little bit better because they developed. Running back, tight end, also the same deal there. And then on the defense, we have a new third cornerback in McCarthy. We have Rashaan Evans on the team. We just made this team a lot better in the offseason, and hopefully that shows in the record. All right, so the team is 7-0. We have not lost yet, but I feel like that's going to happen here against the Titans. They're 6-1. They're crazy good in this game as well. I think this next season is going to be a success, if I'm being honest. So I'm just going to go straight to the end of the year. I feel like there's almost no chance we miss out on the playoffs. We finished 16-1. Are you kidding me? All right, so we beat the Titans. We went undefeated until week 15 where we lost to the Lions. Are you serious? That's the team we lost to? Oh my God. That is wild. Let's check out these stats. How did Joseph Burrow do? 5,100 yards, 51 touchdowns, 10 interceptions. Ridiculous season once again for the man. Antonio Gibson was really good, but Raheem Mostert out of nowhere had 18 touchdowns. Huh? How did that happen? How did he mooch so many? Receiving wise, Terry McLaurin, Scary Terry, was amazing. 1,338 yards, 14 touchdowns. Curtis Samuel over 1,100 with 5 touchdowns. Mike Williams about 1,000 with 12. Dawson Knox approaching 900 with 10 touchdowns. Sacks allowed, much fewer. 103 tackles for Rashaan Evans. 18 tackles for loss for... Who is that? Hold on. That was Chase Young. We have 16.5 sacks for Young. 15 for Payne. 7.5 for Montez Sweat. This D-line is ferocious. 3 picks for the rookie corner, 2 for 3 other guys, and then 1 for a bunch of other players. Bro, this team was so good. We were first in the NFL on offense, and we have to be like, I was going to say top 2 on defense, and we are second. Patrick Mahomes of the 17-0 Chiefs is going to win MVP. There is almost 2 undefeated teams this year. That is wild. Joe Burrow at number 2 for MVP. Oh my. NFC Offensive Player of the Year, of course, is going to Joe Burrow. Defensive Player of the Year, we have Chase Young at number 7. No Daron Payne, though. That's pretty sad. Offensive Rookie of the Year is Marquise Alston. Donovan Barber, let's go at number 10. Defensive Rookie of the Year, David Bradshaw. Courtney McCarthy at number 3. All right, so... we went 16-1. This is a very, very fitting spot for us to lose in the first week. Bro, look at those team ranks. I went by them really quick. Hang on. Can I go back to those? How do you do that? Hold on. We can look at the team ranks like this. Bro, we were 2nd, 4th, 11th, 4th, 7th, and 1st. That's wild. We were so good. But we are almost certainly losing this game against the Cowboys. Yep, okay. That's exactly what I thought. That's going to do it for my section of this video. I think this one was successful. Just no playoff luck, I guess. And the Jags and the Packers. Okay, so the Chiefs also got denied of their undefeated season. Who's going to win the Super Bowl? Goes to the Jags. Yeah, why not? 27-21. Thank you for watching this portion of the video. I'm going to pass you guys off. I think Bengal's coming next. So I'll pass you guys off to Bengal, where he will be rebuilding the New York Giants.
All right, what up, Shrammy viewers? Today we're rebuilding the Giants. It is... I guess technically my favorite team, but I hate them more than you could ever imagine. And it's a disaster of a team. Jason Garrett was actually fired today, the former Giants offensive coordinator. But we're going to be taking over and trying to address some of the glaring holes on this team. Mainly the offensive line and the pass rush. And trying to get and quarterback. Oh, and receiver and the secondary and the linebackers. Oh, the entire team. All right, let's try to do this. Now, I would hazard a guess that many of you are already familiar with this team, But let's go ahead and take a quick look anyways. The offensive line is abysmal, with Andrew Thomas potentially being the lone bright spot for the future going forward. Young, star dev, we should be able to work with that. I like Matt Pert as well. Maybe start him at right tackle. He's certainly better than Nate Solder, although that isn't saying much. Evan Ingram's here, good Madden player, not an amazing real-life football player. And then we have Sterling Shepard, Kenny Golladay, Darius Slayton, Kadarius Toney. I want Slayton playing a lot. Probably going to trade Sterling Shepard. I'm going to do a lot in this video. Yeah, we're going to go overboard. I'm going to trade Sterling Shepard. We need to acquire a quarterback somehow. I think I only have 2 seasons to get this done. So we got to be a little bit more aggressive than usual. And Benardrick McKinney. When did the Giants get Benardrick McKinney? Week 7 against Carolina. I swear I haven't seen him play this year. He does have, like, what is that, 15 tackles on the year? But, this team's been very difficult to watch. I'll say that. Got Azeez Ojulari, Lorenzo Carter, Blake Martinez has been all right with the Giants. And then with a healthy Leonard Williams and Dexter Lawrence, the D-line doesn't look awful. It's just probably more suited to a 4-3 than a 3-4 with no true nose tackle if you're going to play Dexter Lawrence on the end. So we're going to try and fix that. Secondary, I mean, Xavier McKinney is going to be our guy going forward. I'll try to trade Logan Ryan. And let's get into it. Okay, trade number 1. Daniel Jones, gone. Starting fresh. Also moving Sterling Shepard. Logan Ryan has no interest, so it's going to be a little bit more difficult to trade him. Getting Eric McCoy. We're just trying to build up the offensive line, and getting a new plug-and-play center, I think, is the right decision here in Madden land. So that is the first move that I'll make. Ooh, Dexter Lawrence. Strong camp and continue to build on that in the preseason. Let's try and improve his rush moves. +3 power and finesse moves. Usually I don't do these, but you know what? We got 2 seasons to make something happen. We can use all the help we can get. And we do have some trade offers for Logan Ryan. He had no interest from any team, but we are getting some trade offers. We're going to send him to Minnesota for a 3rd round pick. And that lets the X Factor, the X-Man, Logan Ryan gone. Xavier McKinney starting at free safety. You know what I also want to do? This is going to be a little controversial, but I'm taking over. I'm kind of gutting the team a little bit. Leonard Williams is someone that should be traded probably. He signed a massive extension. So I get that that's not like what you probably want, but he's going to be 28 years old. He is playing on a huge deal, and he's only an 84 overall with star development. If we see his contract, it's huge, right? He is on a 3-year, getting paid, about $26 million a year in 2022 and 2023. It's a lot of money. It's a lot of money. I just don't know that I want to be paying a 30-year-old defensive end that type of money. Like, in real life, fine. In Madden, I just don't think it's the right move. Okay, this is the trade I'm making. I know it's ridiculous, but I'm a huge fan of this. I'm getting 2 lower overall players. That's fine. Don't care. Leonard Williams to the Cardinals. We're getting Isaiah Simmons and Byron Murphy back. That is unreal. Unreal value for us, because we have a new starting inside linebacker. We could move to a 4-3 if we wanted to now. CPU signed Kaepernick. I'm kind of okay with losing in year 1, so we're not going to be doing any of that. I do need to sign a backup QB though. The D-line's not going to be great right now. It's not going to be great, which I'm cool with. Maybe I'll move Austin Johnson to right end, and then we'll have Danny Shelton play nose tackle, which is clearly, his natural position. And then the reason I got Byron Murphy is because with aging James Bradbury and Adoree Jackson in kind of a weird spot, I think Byron Murphy is a better fit for the team. And we have 3 good corners. You kind of need that anyway. And then Adoree Jackson can play slot, or we could have Byron Murphy play slot. We have different options there. O'Shane Ximenez will get more pass rush snaps. And then Isaiah Simmons, I think, kind of goes without saying. Like 23 years old, star dev, super young, super talented. Just got to work on developing him. Mid-season mark 3-4. Not good. Not that bad. Is Colin Kaepernick the quarterback? He almost certainly is. I forgot to sign a backup. Taysom Hill. Huh. Well, all right then. He's got interest from some teams. I'm going to trade him. How did we get Taysom Hill? Trading Taysom Hill, Blake Martinez, and a 4th to Atlanta for Chris Lindstrom. Trying to upgrade the offensive line, as I said earlier. And we have 2 big upgrades on the interior already. So no complaints there. Also, Kadarius Toney has got to be playing more. And I will upgrade these guys probably closer to the end of the year. So we went 6-11, a little bit better than I was even anticipating. And I think that the Bears did all right as well. I actually can't see. I mean, I'm sure I can in standings. Let me actually do that. How did the Bears do? Because that is a first round pick we are super interested in. Where even is it? Oh, there we go. View standings. So Washington football team 3-14. We wanted the highest pick in the division. The Bears went 6-11 as well. So we'll probably have 2 borderline top 10 picks. We'll be right in that area. Browns beat the Cowboys in the Super Bowl. Nick Chubb wins MVP and Offensive Player of the Year. Khalil Mack, Defensive Player of the Year. Najee and Zaven Collins as the Rookies of the Year. Okay, so our impending free agents will be this group of goons. Will Hernandez, I probably want to bring back before RG3. I do want to bring back Jabril Peppers and Evan Ingram probably. Benardrick McKinney can walk. And Jabril Peppers is back. He returns as well. We got Evan Ingram. But I want anybody else. I'm letting Zoe walk. Yeah, Will Hernandez. He's just the best option that we have. And he's young, which in Madden means big potential to get better. So we'll bring back Will Hernandez. The rest can go. So we will have money mainly next season. We're going to have some big penalties at the moment, which is fine. Did Kenny Golladay regress? He did. He's got superstar dev and he turned 28. Oh, I continue to hate this game. Ooh, Isaiah Simmons up to superstar though. It's exactly the reason we went out and got a player like him. Knew there was potential for that. And we need to get him better in run D. So run stopper, run stopper, run stopper. It's the only thing I'm really focused on for right now. And his coverage continues to get better. This is a really good time to need a quarterback. There are 4 quarterbacks projected to go top 5. Now, the difficult part with this new scouting becomes finding out which one is actually good. Nathan Tracy doesn't seem to be it. Maybe he is, but he doesn't seem to be. Andrew Harris, we don't really know a ton about. A awareness, though, means his overall probably will be pretty good. Want to find more out about him. Glenn Pritchett, we don't really know anything about, but he's definitely a scrambler type, I would say. But we don't really know a lot about him. I'll still add him to the board. Then Bernie Gilmore. What are you doing, Bernie? A, throw accuracy deep. Combine stuff looks all very solid. A, awareness. Bernie Gilmore is probably going to be the one. Ooh, Teron Armstead here. I mean, we have to, right? It's going to require giving up like all of our money pretty much. But left tackle would be solved. And we can move Andrew Thomas over to the other side. Or move Teron Armstead over, but I'm not doing that. Andrew Thomas will play right tackle. That's all of my money. But that's really the only thing I want is Teron Armstead. Von Miller there as well. Don't get me wrong, that would be big too. But we can't afford both of them. So we have to make a big decision. And I think Teron Armstead is the more impactful player to our offense. And we got him. Obviously, Von Miller wouldn't impact the offense very much because he plays defense. All right, private workouts. It's got to be on the quarterbacks. Just has to be. Hopefully it actually works. I'm just going QB. QB. Like, it's going to be annoying not knowing about the edge rushers because, I mean, I probably want to potentially draft an edge player as well. But I have to figure out about the quarterbacks because that is the make or break for the franchise at the moment, I would say. Okay, moment of truth on these quarterbacks. We did get scouting on them. Bernie Gilmore, because sometimes it doesn't work. He has decent throw accuracy mid. That's really the only piece of information we learned. Is that really it? Okay, I think he's still my number one at the moment. But Andrew Harris could potentially change that depending on what he's looking like. Because he's got A throw accuracy mid, B short. Deep, we don't know. He also looks quite good, to be honest. It's going to be a really tough decision at QB. Maybe Glenn Pritchett will change my mind. But we don't even know short or deep throw accuracy. I mean, he looks decent too. I think we're gonna hit on either of the 3 QBs. I think they're all gonna be at the very least serviceable. Bryce Turner, he's definitely a finesse rusher. He's a speed rusher with A tackle. D power moves is not helpful to me. I want to know finesse moves. He's a finesse rusher. How do I not know finesse moves? Mike Bowers, A awareness, A power moves. That's interesting. That's kind of the only thing I need to know with him is his rush moves. A power moves could be very, very good. Ooh, A finesse moves, A play rec, A tackle on Mike Richardson. Speed rusher out of Buffalo. Is that Khalil Mack? Gotta be. Ooh, another A finesse moves player. Landry Cox. Now, I'm worried. Is like, are they just all going to have A power finesse moves? Is it just a really good class for this? What are the odds of that being true? See, another A power moves player. Will it just come down to who's the best athlete? It's not Brian Gates. All right, NFL draft time. We're going to pick like around the top 10, 8 and probably 9. Eagles have the number 1. I'm going to have to trade up if I want one of these guys. It's just I have to decide between Harris, Pritchett, and Gilmore. I think I probably prefer Bernie Gilmore, but why though? Is it just throw accuracy deep because I know about that? I feel like very rarely you see these guys start out with very good throw accuracy deep and then like have bad medium and short. So maybe I'll go to like pick 3 here. Nathan Tracy off the board. Football team took Andrew Harris. Falcons take Glenn Pritchett. Well, I cannot wait any longer. We are moving up to number 4. Gonna be number 8, a 4, and a 5 to move up a few spots to number 4, where hopefully we'll take our quarterback of the future in, what's his name? Bernie Mac? Bernie Mac show? No, it's Bernie Gilmore. RIP Bernie Mac. But let's take him. He does have hidden dev. Only 87 throw power. Does have 81 speed. But the hidden dev is the big thing. And he's only 21. But then it gets really tough to decide what player I want later. I don't think I can take Bryce Turner. I don't think I can. I'd like to. But I don't think he's worth it in comparison to like Mike Bowers. I think stood out quite a bit. Standed out. Jesus Christ. A little slow at 4.81 speed. But I mean, was Jamal Simon, did I like him? I don't think I did. He's got B block shed. We don't know finesse or power moves. I think maybe TJ Gilmore. TJ Gilmore. See, we just don't know anything. He's really athletic though. Maybe the Buffalo pass rusher, which is Mike Richardson. Going down the board a little bit. He looks pretty good to me. I think we'll take Mike Richardson at 9. Here's Eric Smith at a UCF. First round corner at a UCF. Mike Hughes. Let's take Mike Richardson. Top 10. We know he is A tackle. He's got A finesse moves. He's fast. Looks really, really good to me. Mike Richardson, welcome to the team. Does have hidden depth. Does have 87 speed at left end, by the way. Great agility, acceleration, strength is not too bad. And he does have hidden dev. So that is, again, pretty big. All right, second round now. We're probably not going to know a lot about these guys at this point. Not going to take a running back. Now, Nasir Pearman is just chilling with A, power moves, A, play rec down the board. Seems like a pretty good athlete. I say why not at this point. Does have normal dev. Only 21 years old, 83 speed. Strength is a bit low. We know the power moves is going to be about as good as anybody in the entire draft, though. So I'm comfortable taking a shot on him. And then maybe I'll trade these third rounders. I don't really think I want to take a shot on anybody, like not knowing anything. What do we really need? We have quarterback. I'm confident in my offensive line right now. Receiver is kind of in play. I drafted a couple edge rushers. We kind of need either a D tackle or a linebacker. If I want to go 4-3, which I mean, I certainly could. It just depends on what I want to do. I have to decide now. Outside linebacker and drafted. So we could stick 3-4 and just pick up another pass rusher. Ojulari could move down, even though he's certainly not a 3-4 defensive end. I think it'll be easier to trade for a D tackle. So I might as well do that. Or I could trade for a veteran passer. Like maybe the Bears want to trade Khalil Mack because he is super expensive. I can't even come close to affording that. Maybe I'll trade these thirds for like a second next year from somebody. All right, 2 3s for a 2 from Cincinnati next year. And that'll be my draft. Okay, draft recap. Moment of truth here. I don't think we did that badly. Nasir Pearman is a 76, which is quite good, as you guys will know. 86 power moves with 83 speed. 6'3", 276. I could start him at defensive end in my 3-4, if you will, and be comfortable with it. I'm going to do that. He's going to start right away. Block shedding is a little low. That's fine. Mike Richardson's a 76 with star or better development. He looks really good. I think I can move him to outside linebacker and be very happy with it. So might end up doing that. And then Bernie Gilmore is only a 72. A little lower than you'd want. His medium and short accuracy are quite a lot lower than the deep. But everything else looks pretty good. And I mean, we'll see what he can do here. Let's see what the other quarterbacks look like. Oh my God, an 83 overall corner? Maybe it's not Mike Hughes. Yeah, I mean, it's amazing athlete plus pretty good coverage. 83 overall is ridiculous. So let's see. TJ Gilmore was a 77, but normal dev. So I'm happy we didn't go with him. Dom Watson. Where's the first quarterback? I mean, it looks like this year Pearman was actually pretty great value. Where are the QBs? So Andrew Harris was a 74. Does have star better development. Is certainly more well-rounded than the quarterback we took, even if the deep accuracy isn't as good. And his throw power is significantly better. He has star dev. Not too worried about that. Tracy was a 72. Pritchett was a 71. And then we got a 72 on Bernie Gilmore. By default, quarterback overalls are just lower. I'm pretty happy with how we did, I would say. Setting up the team like this in the specialist. You've seen the defense. We did draft this pretty good middle linebacker, Nick Tutt. Like 68 overall, but there's some potential there. Decent block shedding as well. We're number 99 at middle linebacker. A little bit weird. But we'll see how this team performs. Sticking in the 3-4, going KC playbook on offense. I will see you at the midseason mark. Hopefully we're not terrible, but we do have a very young quarterback, so you never know. Only 3-4 at the midseason mark. Not exactly where we want to be right now, but I think this is going to be, I mean, I set it up like it's a longer term rebuild, even though it's really only designed to be like this season. I'll probably consider doing another offseason as well. And then the final year will just be simulation, of course. We got Gilmore. He's got star dev and star dev for Richardson as well. it is what it is. It's not entirely unexpected. That's just kind of what is probably going to happen. But we're still not out of the playoff race. We are in last in the division, but it's 3-4, and the top team is 4-3. It's anyone's game, anyone's division. Wow, 5-12. The offense was not good overall. The defense could have been worse. I'm doing another season. Have to, right? Have to. Gilmore was third in the NFL in passing yards. Saquon's got to become more involved in the offense. We had 4 receivers with 1,000 yards, and Kadarius Toney had 1,100. 9 TDs for Galladay. And then defensively, Isaiah Simmons really went off. 27 tackles for loss for Mike Richardson, 20 for Dexter Lawrence. Nasir Pearman added 12 sacks. Very interesting year, all in all. I think I am going to have to change the playbooks. We might have to go more 4-3 oriented, just because it's usually a lot better in simulation to go 4-3 for some reason. The Ravens defense was really, really good. I just don't see them having the best defense in simulation more often than not, and that's, again, a huge factor with these rebuilds. So I'm not sure that I can stick 3-4 and go with Ravens D. I mean, it's possible, the potential's there, but it's like there's a reason the Cowboys are always so successful. It's because of their playbooks. So final offseason, and then final year. Okay, so much money, by the way, this offseason. So much money. So we should be able to do really, really well. And I'm not sure what my focus will be in the draft. We're still scouting defensive ends for some reason. Joey Edens looks unbelievable. His awareness is low, though. So his overall might not be that high. Gilmore, by the way, did go up to superstar dev. So it feels like we certainly made the right move with drafting him. His short accuracy has to improve a lot here. So let's do field general, and hopefully short accuracy will improve significantly. +2. That'll work. And then defensively, we have Mike Richardson go up to superstar dev. Already looking like an incredible draft pick. His block shedding is quite high. I'm going to do run stopper because I know when the CPU does it, they will continue to do speed rusher. So I want to get tackling and block shedding up. Just make him a more complete player. Pearman is now star dev. So this is looking like a great pick too. His block shedding is low, but his power moves is really high. Isaiah Simmons is up to superstar X Factor. Block shedding is still very low for him, but he's still like very, very good. D-line is looking awesome. Tut, I wish he went up to star dev. So we're really just stuck in a tough position, which, do I want to go 3-4? Do I want to go 4-3? Very tough decision. Cowboys won the Super Bowl. Bernie Gilmore and Mike Richardson, rookies of the year. Go Giants. That'll be the day when that happens. A lot of guys to re-sign here. I should be bringing back everyone to the left of who? Everyone to the left of Caden Smith, probably. We have money, so we can afford to get some of these depth guys. What is his hair doing? Okay, so James Bradbury said no. I think we can get him back in free agency. I'm not going to franchise tag him for 20 mil when I think I can sign him for half that. And then I don't think Darius Slayton is worth the money for me when we have Galladay and we have Kadarius Toney already. So that's where I am. We still have a lot of money in free agency. It's time to fill up some of these holes and really figure out the direction of this team, which this is the year to figure it out. It's either we're picking up linebackers or defensive linemen. Tyreek Hill is here. Terry McLaurin is here. That is my new receiver one. It's a really tough call based on our team. I kind of want to just try sticking 3-4 and getting personnel to fit. But I just don't know about how successful that's going to be. I just don't see the off-ball linebackers here that are going to make that fit. So Zadarius Smith will get an offer. I'm going to cut Graham Gano to save a little bit of cap room as well, by the way. Saves us a lot of money, and I think we could even just re-sign him for free agent or from free agency for cheaper, which is a little cheesy, so I'm not going to do that. But I will get another kicker. And we got everybody I wanted. Scary Terry goes from Washington football team, who won almost twice as many games as we did this year, only 2 shy of that. Darren Smith, James Bradbury returns, and Tyler Bass is our new kicker. The team has gotten significantly better, and that's the whole point of why you get money, so you can spend money, not so you can just harbor it. So we have our QB of the future, we have our receiving core, we have our O-line, we have our superstar running back, and then defensively, we bring in Darren Smith to fit my 3-4 defense, and I think we should be really good. I'm going Baltimore. We are kind of missing that real stud middle linebacker next to Isaiah Simmons. Jeromepkr superstar dev, by the way, now, if you did not notice. Maybe we look to draft a middle linebacker. Could use some more defensive line depth, I suppose. The offense is great. Really no complaints on this team right now. All right, private workout. So I think I'm really going to be looking at inside linebackers here, because we very easily could draft a starter, but look at these dudes. They stink. We got Sheldon Richardson, which is really nice because now we have some more defensive tackle depth, meaning I don't necessarily have to draft one. And that doesn't mean I'm not going to move up in the draft if I want to. And of course, I said, hey, scout this guy. And the CPU's like, no. What did I do here? I did Nate Harris. So that one worked. I did Billups which worked. And the middle linebacker, was the one I wanted to know the most about, is the one that doesn't work. And I know nothing about him. TJ Billups is slow, but looks good otherwise. He'd be a good 4-3 outside linebacker. Don't love him making the transition to middle linebacker. Joshua Reeves is someone we probably take a chance on in the second round, I would say. All right, we pick at number 6 overall, so we're going to be in really, really good position to get a difference maker. The thing is, our team is quite good already. So it all depends on what we want to do. Nate Harris definitely looks good. Definitely does. And Joey Edens looks quite good as well. That's not who I clicked on. Ooh, Nate Harris is going to be so good. He's just not as good of an athlete as the other end. I know what you're saying. You don't necessarily need a defensive end, right? Well, at 6'2", 270, he would work really, really well on my defensive line. We could move some guys around. His awareness is low. His everything else is good. Awareness is like a direct indicator of overall. He's a better athlete. Nate Harris is really good. It's just, do I want to trade up for Joey Edens or get Nate Harris at 6? And I guess, it might not happen either way. There goes Tracy Allen. This should be Edens probably. There goes Joey Edens. Trading number 6 and a third to move up to number 4 with Buffalo. I know it's like, well, why would you not just trade up to 3? I think that we're going to be taking the better player right now. It might not be true, right? But we're going to go with Nate Harris. Now, his key ratings look horrible, right? But he's not like a linebacker, really. He's a pass rusher. And the finesse moves looks great. The block shedding is good. Play rec and awareness are really good. He is star better development. 84 speed isn't too bad either. I think we got a really good one in Nate Harris. Round 2. Now, I do have 2 second-round picks, so I'm not forced here. I'm not forced to take these. I could certainly trade one. But I am going to be taking the middle linebacker. Just a really good athlete. I think he's worth taking a chance on. I should know way more about him. Should know 80%. I don't know close to 80%. He's an unbelievable athlete. Don't really know a ton about him, but I know he's a great athlete. Does have star better development with 91 speed at 6 foot 244. He's built like a brick. I mean, that's a good pick right now from where I'm looking at it. So I have the second rounder, and then I still have another third rounder. What do I really need? I could just go out and trade for a really good offensive lineman right now, and we could be done. Middle linebacker solved. We kind of just replaced Ojulari maybe in the draft. Safety, I think, is fine. I like corner. I like my D-line. So is it really just upgrading on Will Hernandez? I think it is. I think it is. All right, it's a 2, a 3, and a 4 for Michael Onwenu, or I guess he's listed as Mike now. Still want to call him Michael. But we got Mike Onwenu from the New England Patriots. He's cheap. He's a really big upgrade to Will Hernandez. And I mean, what else am I going to do with those picks right there? Take shots on players who are not going to play, or trade them for a player that's going to play right away. So easy decision for me. Draft recap. We didn't do too bad. Nate Harris is a 75. So interesting. Power moves 79. Finesse moves 77. Really well balanced. I think I'm probably going to start him over Ojulari. And then Joshua Reeves, he's only a 71, but that's not really that bad for an inside linebacker. And his tackling's a bit low. Hit power is great. Pursuit's pretty good. Tackling, I mean, it's not too bad, I guess. Block shedding is... ugh. But he's going to start right away as well. Best player was a running back. Went top 10. Ty Van Dyke. Doesn't really look like an 80. Oh, he's got 98 juke move. Oh, 94 agility. I didn't really see those at first. Okay, I guess I get it. Where was the other end I considered? Edens is a 76. Does have hidden development. Doesn't really look better than the guy we took. But I guess if he's got superstar or superstar X Factor, I'll be like, damn, I guess we should have took him. Only star. Do I really start this dude over Aziz? I don't know. He looks, let's see, 79 power, 77 finesse. Aziz has 81 finesse, 71 power. I don't know. It's close, right? It really is close. So it's shocking that he's a 75 when he, like, his tackling, I get is a bit lower. Maybe we just use him as depth? I don't know. I mean, why not, right? We got our best players in and looking like a good team. I'm going to put Mclaren in the slot and then I'll simulate to the mid-season mark. By the way, I decided that Zadarius Smith is going to stay the rush left end, but I am going to play the rookie over Azeez Ojulari. I just want to see what he is. So if he's superstar dev, it's clearly going to be the right move. And if not, we'll see at the midseason mark and we'll put Azeez in over him probably. Also trying out Carolina playbook to get Saquon more involved. I know I wanted to do that last year. So that's the team. You've seen it. Let's see what they can do. This would be really sad if we don't do well. 3 and 4. All right. What's our main lack right now? Our defense is terrible. Okay. Who would have guessed? Offense is doing fine. Not amazing, but fine. Got to change the defense. We'd be undefeated right now if I started Azeez Ojulari. Let's see these dev traits. Boom, star and star. All right. Shocker. You know what's funny? I bet even if we go with the same personnel in the same positions, if I just go to like Dallas defense, 4-3 under Dallas, I bet our defense is going to be, they're going to get back to at least league average because they're going to be so good now. So let's see how this 4-3 defense plays, even though it's not set up to be 4-3. Oh, man. Yeah. We're going to be amazing because it doesn't matter. 8 and 9. So we did turn it around a little bit. Our defense ended up being exactly league average at number 16. Offense was number 18. So I guess maybe changing the offensive playbook was a mistake because our offense just wasn't quite as good. Bernie Gilmore was good. Saquon was great. Maybe needed to get him a little bit more involved. Terry McLaurin put up decent numbers, you'd have to say. And then defensively, I mean, we had way too many tackles. I guess our defense was always on the field. 22 tackles for loss for Nasir Pierman. And then 8.5 sacks for Mike Richardson led the way. 3 picks for Simmons. It just wasn't meant to be, I guess. So hopefully you guys didn't hate this rebuild. It's an 89 overall team, 93 offense, 89 defense. So the team is certainly good. It just turns out, and this is going to be shocking to you guys if you ever watched a rebuild before on Madden, is nothing matters except for the playbooks. So that's the way she goes. Pretty fun. Love playing this game. Check out the final team. You can see the way it looks. Offense looks really good. And then defensively, That is your final bunch. So hope you enjoyed. Thanks for Shrammy for having me on the channel. And I'll see you guys when I see you. Take it easy.
Hey, how's it going? My name is Ckbirds. If you don't know, I also do Madden videos. Thank you to Shrammy for having me on the channel. He's been so kind to let me try to rebuild this dumpster of a team, the Philadelphia Eagles, man, off to a terrible start in this season. But yeah, I'm going to be the coach, and I'm going to do my best. I'm not as good of a rebuilder, not even close to these other guys, Jerome, Bengal, and of course Shrammy. But I copied the settings from Shrammy's first episode this year of Madden 22 rebuilding the Eagles, so everything should be the same. Team's still 82 overall, but we have Brandon Brooks. All these guys are old, but it's only a 2-year rebuild, I'm pretty sure. So I think we're just gonna leave them for now, not try to make any drastic changes. I like our tight end position. Ertz seems to have found a second win, so you know he's doing his thing. We have 2 solid tight ends. Hurts, I think, you know, he's showing some good signs early in the season. Hopefully we can get him to star eventually, you know, throughout the season when we get a dev trait upgrade or objective. Same with Booby. You know, we just got to get him touches. I think he's had like less than 10 combined carries in the last 2 games in real life. So yeah, we're going to be trying to get him the ball. Same with Devonte Smith. Let's go ahead and show what his dev trait is real quick. So it's only star. I'm a little disappointed. I'm not even going to lie. I thought, you know, every top 10 pick deserves to get a superstar, but I guess not. Brandon Graham getting up there in age, but it's only a 2-year rebuild, so we might just keep these 4 guys under contract. Now we need to do something at the linebacker position. As for safety, Anthony Harris, we just signed the offseason. Kavon Wallace, the young guy, and then Ryan McLeod Jr., one of the captains of the team, but he's also getting up there in age. So our secondary is kind of weird, okay? It's really weird, and it's honestly kind of slow besides big play Slay and Maddox. I mean, he's only 84 speed. Harris, I think, is, you know, mid 80s as well. So we're going to have to look to improve that position. First trade of the video. Okay, I had to do it. I got younger at D tackle by trading Fletcher for Grover Stewart. And we got one of the best left outside linebackers, if not the best, in the entire NFL. I think Javon could slide over to that #1, or Grover, you know, that's still going to be a nice one too. Fletcher was making $12 million, and now we got 2 solid players in return. I think that was a good trade. I love Fletcher. He's an incredible player, but I feel like this was necessary. Let's go ahead and look at the maniac. 93 tackling, 86 speed, 87 acceleration, 96 pursuit, and play rec. This guy's an all-around stud, man. We're going to switch to probably a 3-4. Actually, you know what? No, we're going to stay 4-3 because his finesse and power moves, he's not really like a rusher. Here are his stats from last year: 178 tackles, 3 sacks. So like I said, he's not really a pass rusher. He's not no LT, but he's going to make plays. 5 interceptions the year before. I don't know how he had 0 last year, but very, very solid player right here. And then Grover Stewart, star development, you know, so he might get a dev trait objective and possibly get an upgrade to superstar. But right now, 92 strength, 81 block shed, 89 play rec. Very, very solid, man. So we still have 4 solid D linemen, but we also add an elite playmaker at linebacker. Right now we're in free agency, and I'm looking at Benardrick McKinney. His stats look incredible. Out of like the top 10 at his position, he has one of the higher zone coverages. Pursuit's pretty high. Block shed easily the highest. Same with the hip power and the tackling. So this guy is very well rounded, and plus he's only 28. One of the younger guys we're looking at. So we have 53 million in cap space. We're gonna go ahead and see if we can sign him. I don't know why we can't sign him to more years. I can't move anything. But now the funny thing about Mckinney and Darius Leonard being on the same team, a few years ago, Leonard got snubbed from the Pro Bowl because of McKinney. So it's just kind of funny to see them on the same team. But I think we improved our linebacker core. That was the weakest part of the team by far. We're going to see how McLeod does. Keep an eye on him, you know. And yeah, I think for now we're good. Let's just try to develop Hurts and Sanders in this offense, and let's see how they're doing halfway through the season. So we're 3-4, currently in 3rd place in the NFC East. Morale is down on the team. That's the only bad thing I see so far. Got to start winning games. Damn, big play Slay, only an 86. Kind of want to look at how we're losing games. So I'm just going to check the box score of each game and see what's going on. 5 for 17, not getting him the ball enough. I'm gonna have to change the weekly strategy. This is kind of a problem in real life too. We don't give Miles Sanders the ball enough. I mean, Jalen Hurts is in the top 10 of all, you know, or 2 of the major categories. It's the run game that's really not doing anything. We need to establish the run more. The Chargers have a bottom 3 rush defense in the NFL. Their defense is dead last in the league. If we can't move the ball against them and stop the run, then I don't know what to say. Well, we established the run, 114 rushing yards, but we lost the game. Okay, Hurts didn't really do too hot. 59 yards total. We got Booby the ball, 15 rushes, 57 yards, a touchdown. Boston Scott's getting way too many carries. He's getting way too many carries, man. And he was our leading receiver. What is going on with this team right now? The offense coordinator, I mean, my God. This is pathetic. All right, we're going to make a change. We're going to start Landon Dickerson at left guard. I feel like he's a better run blocker. Would you look at that? 35 of the 7, only 112 rushing yards. Turnovers, though. 3 turnovers. That's what I'm talking about. 4 touchdowns for Jalen Hurts. He was flawless. Teddy B threw 3 interceptions. 20 for 85, much better by Miles Sanders. Boston 9 for 25 and a tutty. All right, we're going to work on some re-signings. Players ready to negotiate. We have a lot of cap room, so we got to go ahead and use it. Obviously, Jason Kelce, heart and soul of the offensive line, has been for years. I don't want him to go anywhere else. Yes, sir. Welcome back to the team. Goddard, young, up-and-coming tight end, one of the best in the league. 4 years, sounds good. Bada bing, bada boom. Securing the offense. Let's go. Steven Nelson, I'm sorry. We might let him go. All right, we submitted all the offers we want to submit. Rodney McLeod, we're going to let him go. I'm sorry. He's just a little too slow. I'm going to try to find someone in free agency. Boston Scott, we're not going to resign. Derek Barnett, he's a penalty waiting to happen. No way. Greg Ward, too slow. Singleton, we're bringing him back just for depth. Kennard Avery, not going to resign him. Aaron Sipas, gonna resign him. Very good punter. Flacco, you know, go be a good backup somewhere else. And then we're waiting to negotiate everyone else. So yeah, those are guys we're bringing back so far. I want to help out Jalen a little bit. So let's get Golden Tate. I know the experiment didn't work last year in real life, but let's try to get him in this one. Just a late season push. We can always just release him in the offseason. I need somebody that can get to the quarterback. Gonna sign Cameron Wake. We're generating no pressure right now, so I'm gonna get him once again for a late season push, and we're gonna switch to a 3-4. So they end up 7-10, third in the division. Not terrible. Final stats: offense was horrendous, 25th in the NFL. The offensive coordinator has to go. Defense, you're lucky. Top 20, we'll keep you for now. Points scored 13th, so we're in the top half. I mean, we got points, just didn't get a lot of yards. Defense was the opposite. Are you kidding me? Look at his stat line. 35 touchdowns, 13 interceptions for Jalen Hurts in his first full year starting. That's incredible. Sanders had 15 touchdowns on ground, only 2 fumbles, almost 1,000 yards. I feel like if we got him the ball more, that number would be a little bit higher. Gainwell started getting touches later in the season. Look at that, 4 touchdowns. More than Boston Scott. He had a fraction of the carries, man. I knew he was getting way too many carries. Quez Watkins, our lead receiver. Oh, we got to do something about this. No one was even close to 1,000 yards, man. Darius Leonard, the maniac, doing what I got him for, man. Tackling, making plays all over the field. Look at BG. And they're telling me left end is a need, bro. He had by far the most sacks. We had 2 guys in the top 10 for offensive rookie of the year, Gainwell and Devonte. It makes you wonder if Gainwell started from the start getting touches, he might have been even higher on this list. Jalen Hurts, number 6 best QB in the NFC. Sirianni, I don't want him as my head coach, but there you go. Yeah, now we're talking, because he was a great offense coordinator in Indianapolis, so he could be my offense coordinator while we hopefully have Bill Summers, manning down a defense. If he does not improve defense halfway through the season, we're going to fire him and find someone else. But let's go to the re-signing. We had Cameron Wake retired. Jason Kelce retired. And so did Golden Tate. Damn it. We'll be fine, though. We're going to slide Landon Dickerson over to center, and hopefully we'll be good. Increased likelihood of free safety, strong safety signing through free agency, because we're losing McLeod, and we need an elite free safety. Whoever's the best on the market, we're going to need that guy. All right, so I think, I'm cool with my D-line. I like them a lot. Are you kidding me, bro? What else did I have to do? He doesn't want to play for this franchise anymore. Steven Nelson gone. Our entire freaking secondary is gone. Do we bring back McLeod as the captain? 2 years. 2.5, 1.3 signing bonus. Come on, Rodney. This is insane. No one wants to come back. Okay. It's all good. No, you know what? Let's go find guys in free agency. I don't care. Ooh, wait, imagine getting Devonte. There's no way. There's just no way he would want to come to play for us. Oh, Von Miller would be amazing. Von Miller would be incredible. I don't think we can afford him, though. Let's go look at the free safeties. Marcus Williams would be nice. 87 overall. Star development. He's by far the best free safety on the market. I'm going to give him an amazing offer. Something he cannot refuse. 5 years, 7.5 a year. Come on now. Come on, Marcus. Come on. That's a great offer right there. Kareem Jackson scheme fit. Let's go. Let's see. If we can shore up our secondary, that'd be amazing. So let's see what happens, man. If we get our secondary looking right, we still have a solid linebacker. I think we're good on the D-line. Michael Gallup is a demon. Taking him away from the Cowboys would be nice. He's a scheme fit, star development. Let's throw an offer in. Contract accepted, Kareem Jackson and Marcus Williams. Right now we have the 2nd pick in the draft and the 7th pick and the 21st. That's crazy. I forgot we have the Dolphins pick, I think, this year, our pick, and then the Colts pick. So we have 3 first-round picks, a pretty high 2nd rounder. And then after that, you really don't get much with these guys. But you can get 3 to 4 solid starters. Let me take one more look at the team. I like Dickerson. He has star development. Maybe try to get a left guard. Samalu, you know, he's solid, but I want to maybe make him a backup. I like Goddard as our #1 tight end. Maybe invest in a backup, but there's no injuries, so I don't really think that's too necessary. Maybe a wide receiver. Quez is nice. Devonte, I still think is really solid. Rager, I don't know. He hasn't progressed as much as I would have liked him to. I still believe in Sanders and Gainwell. We just got to get Gainwell more touches. So left guard, maybe wide receiver, 100% linebacker. We might need 2. 2 of our top 4 picks might be linebackers. And then a CB. We definitely need a cornerback. Oh, I didn't even scout anyone. I should have been scouting. Let's just take a shot in the dark. We need a linebacker badly. DeMar Bush. I guess we could stay at 3-4 if we get someone like him. This is this guy we need. We just need him. 73 over. I reached. Oh my goodness, I reached. Oh well. 89 excel, 81 power move, 71 finesse, 78 block shedding. Dorian Brown, let's go. Ranked 19th, got him at 7. 93 speed, 75 zone, 95 excel. I like it a lot. Tracy Beverly, let's go him. That's a good pick. He's ranked #9. That's crazy. 87 excel, 82 speed, 82 power move. Incredible. All right, we're going to sim the rest of the draft. Quick look at the draft recap. We got a linebacker, DeMar Bush, Dorian Brown, cornerback, Tracy Beverly, left end. Then they got me a wide receiver, Everett Sheldon. Deep threat, not bad at all. Isaiah Anthony, tight end. That's exactly what we needed. Just a young guy backing up Goddard. He has good speed, 81. We got an 87 speed linebacker, JD Sharpton. Some more depth there. And then some more fill-ins at positions of need. JPP is still available. Are you serious? Running 3-4. That's perfect. No, we need him more than we need CHJ, so I'm going to go ahead and offer him. Let's freaking go. All right, can we still get CHJ? That would be amazing if we can. That'll be absolutely amazing. I'm just looking through. Malcolm Jenkins, how you doing, my guy? I think I go ahead and get CHJ. Cheer up the defense. That was our problem last year. Look at that. Final look at the team. I'm going to go ahead and sim the entire season. I actually have to go right now. Devontae's up to an 80, though. You know, fortunately, there won't be gameplay, at least not my portion. But hey, you guys got to see the inner workings of the rebuild. So hopefully the team ends up doing really well. Leonard, JPP, DeMar Bush, guy we got in, in the draft. Kareem Jackson and Williams, 2 signings we made. Big play Slay and CHJ with Maddox in a slot. Hurts his progress to a 74. I feel good about the team, man. Let's see how they do. All right, so they end up 7-10, same exact record as last year. Offense was 17th. Defense was 15th, so slight improvement. Look at that. Best pass defense in the league. You know, I think that had something to do with the safeties that we acquired. Pass yards per game, 26. So I trusted the wide receivers a little bit too much. Probably should have made a bigger splash. Maybe try to get like a Devonte or even a TY. Someone in the 80s would have helped us out a lot. But Jalen did solid. 33 touchdowns, only 14 picks. I think he was solid. We didn't give him enough talent at wide receiver. That's really what it was. Hopefully the Eagles don't make the same mistake in real life. This is what I'm talking about from Booby, man. We just had to make sure he was getting more touches. 1,200 yards, 11 touchdowns in Sirianni's system. Gainwell did pretty well. No 1,000-yard receiver. Like I said, we didn't have enough talent at wide receiver. It is what it is. So if I ever do another rebuild with the Eagles, I have to make wide receiver a priority. Thought we could get away with Devonte at the #1. Just did not end up working out. But I had a lot of fun doing a rebuild, man. I think it's like my first one of the year. So I didn't do the best, but as long as I have fun, that's all that matters. Thank you so much, Strammy, for having me on the channel. And yeah, I'll see you guys on the next one.
What is going on, guys? We are back with another rebuild. Of course, this is a little bit of a different thing. We are rebuilding part of a 4-person total collab. Maybe you've seen a team before this. Maybe I'm the last team. Maybe it's the first team. You save the first for last. Best. That's the one. Of course, technically the best overall, but also the worst team to get out of these because the pressure's on. You just look bad if you don't take the Dallas Cowboys to the Super Bowl. I know they haven't been that team in Madden. They used to win the Super Bowl all the time. Now I don't see them ever win it. I'm going to set that precedent early just to say they don't often win it. So do not yell at me if we don't get the job done. Of course, we've heard in the news recently enough the kind of surprising release of Jalen Smith, who had like a 9.4 or 9.6 mil penalty, which is just great. I love to take that hit right out the gate. Of course, there's a lot of players on this team that are tradable. The problem is, just like our friend Jalen Smith, who somehow they didn't get a trade offer for, a little surprised by that, they have a lot of penalties. Very high penalty for a lot of these guys. Like, I can't get rid of Basham here. Like, well, what am I going to do with him? There's nothing I could do with him. There's a couple of other guys, like one of the cornerbacks, I believe. Anthony Brown, Jordan Lewis. I mean, if the trade is right, maybe, if the value is right, but overall, there's a decent bit of players that we just cannot deal with. Of course, if you don't know who I am Jeromepkr. I have not said my channel name in some time, and the last time I probably said it in a video was actually when I had my previous account name, which we do not have to go into. Let's get to trades. Let's speak of some of the players on the roster. Tony Pollard, in real life, may be better than Ezekiel Elliott, but for one, I expect Zeke to probably get it going, and two, this man's cap hit, his penalty is massive, where Pollard, obviously kind of on a rookie deal, so don't have to worry about that. Same with Michael Gallup. Would like to keep him, but this Cowboys team is kind of skimming the line of broke, and just like me, that's my favorite line to skim. But yeah, there's a couple of positions we need to go for. Cornerback, probably the number one. Byron Jones, ever since he's been gone, they've been lacking at cornerback. I know Trayvon Diggs is basically like a really, really poor man's Xavier Howard. Gets picks, but he just doesn't do great in coverage. I know Xavier's better than that now, but that's kind of the way people viewed him in the beginning. We do have a bit of value here. Who do we go for, though? Like, do you trade for some insane player, or do you go for draft picks? I don't know. We got to decide. Jeez, look at these corners from Carolina. I mean, that is some potential. I absolutely did not expect to get that. I suppose we could use them all. The problem is, once again, those penalties. I don't know if we can afford them. I don't know who we have to pay here. I'd imagine Dante needs a contract. CJ Henderson should be fine. Once again, a guy that I don't know what the hell he did, similar to Jalen Smith, but he pissed somebody off for himself to get traded. Something happened. The Jets. A team that loves to give me a top 10 pick. That's not a top 10 pick. Can we make a play? I will trade Jordan Lewis for your top 10 pick. Potentially top 10 pick, I should say. Let's do a second round pick that might be able to do it. And yikes, the Jets know. The Jets know one thing, and that is that they suck. And I mean, I suppose it's something you should know. But I would be nice to get a play. I mean, this is high, right? I would expect this to be a very good pick, but it's not guaranteed. I did a rebuild recently enough, actually, where the Jets made the Super Bowl in year 2 or 3. Was it there's the championship in year 2 or 3. You just don't know what you're getting into with this damn freaking EA Sim team. So we give up Jordan Lewis and a second round pick this year for Quentin Williams. I obviously tried very hard to get that first round pick. They were not budging. So I guess we're going to be all in now and see a huge drop off shortly after. My favorite. I will say I am still really caught off guard by Dante and CJ Henderson joining. Maybe I traded more than I thought. I looked around for a lot of tight ends. I wanted somebody that already had a decent contract. I was going for Hunter Henry, Mark Andrews. They said absolutely not. I gave them up to like 2 second-round picks, I think it was. No, I don't have 2 second rounds. I just did a lie. I apologize. But Michael Gallup, a 4th this and a 7th next year for Noah Fant. 2 years on the contract. That's a very big factor, though, for us because, once again, we are going to be broke. So as long as we can just try not to pay people right away, that's really the best way to get through this thing. So I'm not really feeling too great about the contract situation going forward, but he has 2 years on the contract left. So Schultz and a 5th this year for Eric McCoy. And if we can try to get a safety, that'd be nice. And then we finish off, well, I mean, I don't know if he's a great safety for us, but he's 22 or 23, he's star, 3 years on the contract. I'll take Terrell Burgess. Like, I legitimately don't know who this is. And he's got 1.5 mil guaranteed. He's 31. He's played 7 years in the... I honestly don't know who that guy is. Why are so many players on this freaking Cowboys team guaranteed? And the guys that aren't guaranteed are the one... Well, I guess to be fair, we traded for him. But, you know, Dante Jackson we had to pay and all that. It's it's unfortunate. There's no way even the Dolphins are that freaking desperate, right? Like, that's awful. So we used Curse to get a 4th-round pick, which I think the 4th-round pick, Urban and Rikishi's brother, apparently, should be enough to get the Dolphins' 2nd-round pick, which isn't massive, but it's something. Gets our 2nd-round pick back, I suppose. I mean, it's not a great selection of picks, but considering we made some pretty decent trades, I could live with it. And we do get the trade. I really wonder what the damage is, though. We did a lot of trades that costed us pen, and of course, Jalen Smith himself, once again, like 9 mil or something like that. Gilmore actually a star, not that that really does a whole lot for me, but I guess we have somebody to develop a little bit while we decide maybe if we want to grab someone better in the draft or something like that. But overall, I mean, I kind of think we did better for the team, right? Like, we kind of upgraded it, but at the same time, I will say there's a couple of positions that are a little debatable, right? I mean, we got younger at a lot of places. We can at least admit that we've been younger. You know, we've been a lot younger with these trades, so maybe not the best in overall, but definitely a lot of potential. Hey, it's kind of a steal, though. Dorrance Armstrong, a 3rd round this and a 6th round this year for Joe Tooney. The reason why it's such a big steal is the fact that he got paid in real life for quite a bit of money, so obviously trading for him there, they took a bit of the hits, and I am glad by it, because we don't have to pay him then. And call it kind of weird or risky, I'm doing it. Connor Williams and our 1st round pick to the Falcons for pick 15. Wait, that was our 1st round pick, right? I know the Cowboys got cucked in real life, so they probably, moved their pick around a little bit, or maybe did. Okay, that's fine. And even though I'm a Packers fan, I want Adrian Peterson to join the squad and win a damn ring. I do not care. And it's a little bit of a weird move, but I do not want to pay Dante Jackson, and he's only 1 year younger than Shaq Griffin, so we're going to trade Jackson, a 4th next, and a 6th next for Griffin. Trust me, it'll all make sense. Everyone will be happy, maybe except for the Jaguars, who just took a huge cap hit. And trust me, I do a ton of realistic rebuilds. I was told, do whatever you can to win a Super Bowl. I realize that this is a decent starting roster. I don't want to lose, look like a square, and have to leave forever. We tried trade an I, and Wilson for Denzel Mims. 23, pretty fast, 6'3", everyone's damn tall around here. We did improve the roster. We got a couple of upgrades in overall. Zeke, for whatever reason, is still a superstar, which, I mean, he's an 87. Is that not like the lowest superstar in the game? I mean, DeMarcus Lawrence is like a 90, and he's only star. I have a feeling, though, in fairness, that he probably will go back up to superstar soon. Receivers, obviously, losing Gallup is kind of sucky, but we can't afford him. Better to get something out of him than nothing. What do we got? Fant out of him, pretty much, which is, you're gaining Fant while losing him. I know that's kind of obvious, but I think it's a worthy trade, right? It's a good trade-off, run block. Okay, I mean, maybe go vertical next time. Offensive line, we improved the center and left guard spot. Very good, obviously. Mims is the new number 3. Maybe some potential there. Parsons, obviously the starter. Neal and Van Der Esch. Neal could be something for us. Hopefully, we add Shaquille Griffin. We added Henderson. We added Williams. We added Burgess. Looking at a replacement at right end for this next upcoming season, if there even is one. Never know. We could win the Super Bowl right out the gate, which would be very hard to beat. I will admit, it'd be very hard to beat. That's hard to top. I think that's good enough. I think you only need 3+ touchdowns or 150 yards, and CeeDee Lamb has 4. I believe that is going to be him up to superstar. Show us the money. There you go. CeeDee Lamb's a superstar. We're set. And another one, Denzel Mims is going to go to star dev. Dak and I put a lot of work in the past offseason. Well, I mean, maybe not, because we traded for you basically week 1 of the regular season. But sure, yeah, star dev, we'll take it. And a monster day. Ooh, 10K XP too. Hopefully we didn't sell too much. Leighton Vander Esch is a guy I think you may have to just let go because he's very expensive for, an 80 overall. He's basically asking for 10 mil per. Oh my! We are broke. I didn't think we were going to be that broke, though. I mean, we can deal with it. We're fine. Don't worry about it. Leighton Vander Esch. Oh, man. Okay. This is not good, but it's fine. The fact that we can't even afford Malik Hooker is kind of nuts, right? That is not a very expensive contract. I'm going to try to do whatever I can to at least free up enough for Malik Hooker, because I do want to keep him at least, a 3-year 12 for somebody that's decent, still young. Not bad, right? We try to keep him at least. All right, it's playoffs time, and let me tell you, this division has been very brutal. Look at how close it was. 6-11 was the second highest. That's actually kind of nuts. Dak Prescott had a pretty good year. Let's take a look at how the season performed. Who do we lose to? We lost to the Buccaneers. Fair enough, they're a pretty good team. Panthers, I guess, right? I suppose. The Broncos, I suppose. The Giants, it's a division rival, I suppose. It was still a good year. Obviously, we only lost 4 games overall out of 17. Let's take a look at these actual stats. Dak should be an X factor. That's a hell of a season. Interceptions a little high at 16. Zeke is back on top. Peterson, not bad for his age. CeeDee Lamb could go to X factor. I wouldn't put too much money on it. Noah Fant, I mean, if you could actually dev up a tight end from star to superstar, that looks like a season that would dev him up, but I don't think there is. We tested it. I don't know what type of weird scenario he could hit there where he actually would go up and dev, but I'd be very shocked if he actually does. And then Zeke, almost 1,000 yards receiving. That's actually really good. Defensively, only one guy over 100 tackles, the guy that we're going to be letting go. DeMarcus Lawrence, please be an X factor, especially the kind of contract they paid you. Quentin Williams, really good. Randy Gregory, of course, no choice but to let him go. Even if we wanted to keep him, we can't. We're so broke. With a pretty surprisingly good season. Zerline was really good. Brian Anger was decent. Maybe it is a 1 year. Who knows? This is a pretty damn good-looking roster right now. Let's take a look at the MVP. This is Russell Wilson. I thought maybe Zeke would have had a chance. He was all the way down at number 6. Where's my boy Dak? All the way at 8. Really? That is a little surprising. No award wins. No any. Okay, we did get Zeke at least. We almost got it with CeeDee Lamb. We got the best O-line. We got the best D-line. Linebacker, not even on the list. DB, not even on the list. And then kicker number 2. Unfortunately, we do have a playoff game here. I would have thought maybe we would have the bye week. We didn't. But they're also 12-5, so they kind of got unlucky as well. Probably didn't even win their division. Well, not even probably. They didn't, because obviously they're playing us here. But we did lose to them in the regular season. I mean, I wouldn't put it past them to do it again. We are a higher overall team, but that doesn't seem to matter here in Sim ever. All right, head to the end of the game, and it looks like we were the ones to take the ball away from them. We get 3, but that's not really that impressive. 10-0, Carolina is moving. 14-10, of course, they have Christian McCaffrey, who's really good in Sim. Like, he is just absolutely nuts in Sim. Started the second half off all right, but it's only 3 points. We're down 8. Nice, all tied up at 28. 20. Oh, here we go. Please, Carolina, stop scoring. Our defense isn't that bad. I know it's Dallas. Oh, bailout. Dallas getting bailed out. Wow, this clock is surely going. I don't know if you've once again seen anything from the other fellas, but I'm going in to play this. Like, this is like Dallas is just sucking right now, and I don't approve of sucking. On the run, that's pretty good actually. Pretty good ball. Down 7. This would be to tie the game, but do you debate on going for it? I think you might. When you're Dallas and you just seem to blow every opportunity, why not? Is there anyone on Noah Fant here? Oh, trickery. Mims, why not? Ooh, there's definitive reasoning, apparently. Gonna booth review. This better not be a damn pick. Thank you. CeeDee Lamb, they kind of have that look covered, though. Zeke. And we have 2 timeouts. I would hate to waste them. Jesus, my reads are on point. Let's just spread them out and hope. It's, of course, on all Madden, so if we win, it is definitely deserved, but I don't know if that's much of a thing we have to worry about here. I mean, they're kind of looking like they're just going to stop us. Come on, is that Cooper? It is! And he's short. No, down to the 1. Do you run this? You have one more timeout. Do you run it? You have Zeke. You have a pretty good offensive line. I think you do. They're giving the inside zone. Thankfully, this isn't a realistic style rebuild, because that defense wasn't very realistic. I'll give you that. And I'll look at it again. Oh, this is different. This is a different situation. Am I really about to choke? They look like they're about to bait the hell out of us. Screw it. Screw it. And we're in. We take the lead by 1. I don't know if that angers anyone. I don't care. I don't care that you broke your rebuild. Please, just don't give up a one-play touchdown. I've had it in the past where, Russell Wilson gets a 75-yard read option, which is totally something that would happen. I mean, I don't know how many attempts he would need at that, but it would be a lot. Sam Darnold actually did better than Dak Prescott, technically. Zeke was pretty good, obviously. Christian McCaffrey played pretty well himself. Amari Cooper was decent. Can't believe we were 1 yard short with him. Picks, AJ Bouye, Leighton Vander Esch, and Danny Trevathan. A couple of missed kicks here from both teams. Of course, Zerline did have 2 makes, so it's not as bad. And Gonzalez was under 50 for his miss. A bit of an oof. Noah Fant is an 88 overall already. He is balling out. Very good season from him. Once again, I would love to see him actually go up in dev, but I've tested it so many times, I can't even count. Multiple Maddens now, and I have not seen it without a breakout scenario. I think it is possible. I just don't know what triggers it, because I've done, number 1 in yards, catches, touchdowns, all of that in one season, and it's not worked. Overall wise, we are a better team than Tampa, but as far as EA is concerned, that means nothing, because they love for Tampa to go all the way, or very close to all the way, which obviously there's still another game, so I don't want to jinx it, but I really feel like this is going to be Tampa in the championship, just going to be honest. And Houston's moving on. Why are they winning in Sim? I don't understand. But starting off strong as Tampa, we get down the field, also scoring 7, not as strong, but we got there. We also get another touchdown. Defense, please. 14 all, that is not good for us, and we are going to get nothing. We are now down by 1, down by 8. This is not looking good. This is looking pretty bad. Down by 8, still the defense. But then, do we throw a pick? What's the story here? Come on. Come on, Dallas. At least, make it close, right? 2nd and 10, I'm coming in. Hopefully, the offense can get it done on their own, because I don't want to, just win the game again on my own. That's not really, it's not really a rebuild. It's more like just playing franchise. But yeah, if they beat us here, I can't imagine we win this game. Come on, Tom Brady can't move. Either can our D-line. Why would you do that? You pushed him forward. Who was that? Who? I can't even pause. Thank you, game. I appreciate you. Who did this? You. It was Cox. No, it wasn't. Who was it? It was Basham. You're not even supposed to start. I think we stop him. Is that the first down marker? Where are you? I'm going to assume that's it. I mean, yay, good job. Yeah, I think this season's over. Oh, maybe not. We're coming back in. 3rd and 9. Tom Brady's like, screw it, we're winning this game. We're not playing no extra overtime bull crap. And there goes Gronk. Somebody cover him. Get in there. And, well, that's one way to do it. Tampa Bay moves on. But I suppose I am kind of interested to see how we're going to handle this salary cap situation. Tom Brady with 5 touchdowns, threw 2 picks, but Dak basically wasn't, even there. What a game. Peterson, 8 for 7 for 2 touchdowns. I mean, 2 touchdowns is great and all, but 8 for 7, what is that? What are those numbers? Jeez, man, this offensive line got destroyed. Leighton Vander Esch has been so good in the postseason, but going to be doing something for someone else, because we are way too broke. We can always trade someone off still, but I am a little surprised that we are as broke as we are. We traded, I think we took a bit of a pen, mainly from Jalen, to be honest, but overall, I didn't feel like we, took on that much. Yo, we're more than broke. We're in debt. Being broke would be a positive at this rate. Negative 23 mil. Okay, negative 8. Okay, it could be worse. It could be worse. The Chiefs obviously win. Seattle makes it a Super Bowl. Not a super common team to do it as of late in Madden. Any dev-ups? CD? Nice. And Dak on top of it. No dev-up for Fant. Obviously not really surprised there. It's Madden. Superstar X-Factor for CD Lamb. Dak goes up to an X-Factor himself. Now a 91 overall. And, of course, offense, that's pretty much it. Defensively, of course, Leighton Vander Esch goes up to Superstar. Not that changes anything for us. I was actually going to pay him. I thought, the money's not terrible. He's played pretty well for us, but Yeah, we just simply can't afford him. And, I mean, is anyone going to yell at me here? Normally nobody has a problem with this. 18.5 sacks, playing well in real life. I mean, how is that not superstar? How? Like, I've seen, worse get better. I don't care, dude. I don't have any morale. What's the word? I don't know. Morals, that's the one. I have no morale. I suppose that is true after losing to Tampa anyways, but yeah, that wasn't really the word. Negotiations. Okay, we're going to be negotiating with the bank just to keep the freaking Jumbotron at this rate. Obviously, a lot of really good players we're going to be losing. Is there a chance to keep Malik? I don't think there is, but that is a very favorable contract that we are going to be letting go. How are we so broke? I know we traded for some pieces, but like, who do we actually add? So Joe, oh goddamn, Joe, could you not? He's making 10 mil anyways. Okay, so Joe may need to go. I did not mean to rhyme. Anthony Brown. Okay, see you later, Anthony Brown. Okay, we might be able to do this. Everyone just hold on for a moment. We may actually be able to do something here. Man, we are taking cap penalty after penalty 24/7. Basham, please. We can do this. Oh, that's not worth it. Damn, dude. Man, we are really in a spot here. Gaining a fourth of a penalty to lose a fourth of the contract. And I still don't think, we're going to have to trade these linemen off as well. If we're going to try to smarten this thing up, we got to get rid of every single player that we traded for, it seems. It was a hell of a year one, but yeah, we're going to go broke if we don't. And we have 3 mil. We can't make any trades yet, can we? Nope. We have one shot at this thing. Malik, please just take the contract. Oh, it's slightly close. We're gonna get a little closer before we give it our one shot we have. Yeah, we got to get rid of Joe and McCoy. I know McCoy doesn't really account for much right now, but he's going to ask for a lot of money, and we cannot afford that. Oh, we did sign a bunch of these guys that we won't keep, so maybe that'll save some money. Man, this is probably the most desperate for cash I've been in, I don't even know. It's some time. I don't want to talk about it. We've done it. We've saved enough money. The biggest hit to my happiness ever would be if he didn't actually accept it. Thank you, Malik. Finally, some positive news. Keanu, sorry. So if we can just really sign, or not even sign, but draft a couple of linemen, we should be fine. I think we need 2 linemen, a center and a left guard, and then we could use, well, realistically, 2 linebackers, since we just lost both of ours. Dallas is back in the Stone Age of linebackers. Of course, we also need an end. Okay, so we need more than I thought, but we're okay. We're okay. It was looking worse than this. We did okay. I have a decent bit of talented players here. This guy looks like a steal. Well, I wouldn't say a steal because he's going to probably go like top 2 pick. Detroit was really smart considering their cornerback issues. Probably their number 1 pick. But he was the Heisman winner. Obviously, we can't get him. But we need him in a linebacker. Obviously, we need some DTs. Could help. There's a guy named Matthew Ellis here who looks really good. You have another guy, Rodney Atkins, who's really good. I think we can get maybe 1, maybe even 2 first-round picks with the linemen we're getting rid of, which we can use, some of those picks, hopefully, to get Messina, who looks really good, or Messina. And then, really, the rest of the linemen, they're not great. I think we had a first-round guy, and then he was gone. I don't know what the hell happened there, but I guess this guy. But Lewis Reed, he was on my list, and then he turned red, and I was like, okay, well, I don't want you anymore. He did go number 1 overall, it would appear, right? I think quarterback was number 2. We're going to go to 20, and then if that middle linebacker's still there, we might make a trade up for him. We need 2, so realistically, it wouldn't be bad to get maybe even both of them. Well, unfortunately, our guy is gone. However, we still do have, a guy like Dennis Kinney. I think we can make a play for one of those guys. Safety is, he looks really solid, but it's not really the biggest need since we did get Malik Hooker. There's some decent-looking DTs here, but, what is their dev? Who freaking knows? We need an edge rusher, so Don Key might need... there's so many players here. At the end of the day, we don't need to trade up anymore, so we can go to 23. Might even be able to trade down. Actually, we're going to go with that edge rusher. We're going to go with Don Key first, just because... Oh, hello, who are you? Terrell Trapp. Oh, man, that guy looks good. Screw Key. We're going Terrell Trapp. Okay, I mean, 76 overall, normal. Oh, he's a god, though. Okay, I'm not mad with this. Obviously, the other guy could be better, but this guy, I mean, the potential was way higher there. He's 21. I mean, you can't really ask for me to skip on that guy, right? Oh, hopefully this wasn't too much of an undertrade for us. I almost just did straight up pick 33, but Joe Tooney for 33 and 65 apparently went. Of course, he is on the older side, so I can't imagine he would have been worth much more. Can we actually, I'm going to try to trade back for him and see what happens. Okay, so this is a very weird situation. Was it exactly the perfect trade? I'm so confused. All right, so we get 33, 65, and a 5th-round pick for Tooney, and then our backup running back, making an absolute mockery of the league right now. With this pick, I think we will be taking the middle linebacker. It's our biggest need. There's a lot of DTs there. Oh, maybe not as many as I thought. I want Percy Sawyer the most out of the left, the guys that are left, but none are really, a bad choice. So Rodney Atkins, please be hidden. Super fast. This guy got to be good. Oh, another normal. Okay, our drafting expertise is not really on full display here so far. Obviously, they're great players anyways, but obviously normal dev is a bit harsh to work with. Of course, Paul Moss is a good pick. And, I mean, we're going to just kind of wait. We need one DT realistically, and if Allen was good, surely Sawyer's got to be better. And we move 45 and 129 for 38. We're slippery. You got to at least give us that. We're slippery. And hopefully his DT's good. At the very least, similar to the other guy. That's all I asked for. Percy Sawyer, very strong and very good. 77 overall hidden. Once again, the other two guys were not bad players, but obviously it does hurt starting off as normal, especially when we're trying to win as quickly as possible. But we obviously made up for those 2 first picks, even though the first guy was insane and the second guy was really speedy. This guy was on our list. I don't think we need him. We have Lawrence. I think Mckinney is someone we should still try to go for. That 40 times a little lacking, but... Oh, did we sell on Messina? Okay, we need him bad. We need him bad. I don't even know if he's going to be that great, but the fact that we haven't gotten a single offensive lineman tells me we absolutely cannot sell. So I tried to get a first round. It was like halfway, so I figured his value is probably like a decent second. So we got a late second this, a late third this, and a second next year for McCoy. A bit of a risk, considering our left guard and right guard, or left guard and center position is absolutely vulnerable right now. But I'm putting my faith in Messina, who doesn't even look that good, but I feel he's got to be hidden. And if he's not, this is going to be a huge sell. Whoo, that's a low overall, but he's hidden, of course. We dodged a bullet, barely. Of course, very fast, so he could play guard, could play tackle potentially, but... Okay, that was a closer call than I needed. 69 overall, especially for, once again, we're trying to get this done as fast as possible. We're trying to win this thing ASAP. It could have been a lot better, I'll tell you that. It could have been a lot better. Kinney is... I don't want to trade up for him, but we might have to. This guy is also potentially a coverage guy rather than an actual pass rusher. That B awareness is really kind of iffy. We trade 65 this and a 5th next year for 56, which we will be taking another middle linebacker. We definitely need another one. And I'm hoping this guy is at least similar to the first guy, or this time actually hidden. Dennis Kinney, it's all hit or miss. Please be good. He's 21, he's young. And he's also normal development trait. All right, I mean, sure, we're not doing super well here on middle linebackers, but it does seem, in general, that the middle linebackers are more commonly not hidden because they're, kind of easy to use. Obviously, we're not actually going to be using them, but the game doesn't know that, so, it could be worse. And Farr, I think, realistically, is basically our last chance at another hidden development lineman. I'm willing to risk it, which would also be our final pick in the draft. I mean, a lot of normal devs, unfortunately, right? That's clearly the elephant in the room here, but a lot of high potential guys. Who knows? And Connor Farr, please be hidden. You're my guy. Another 69 overall hidden. Very raw, but fast. Hey, what can you ask for, right? The main goal wasn't to, get younger. The main goal was to get cheaper. But in that process, we did gain players that were, usable, obviously. A lot of young guys. The O-line is the most important position to get hidden, obviously, and that's what we did. It could have been worse. Definitely could have been worse. I would have liked a little bit better at devs. Maybe, hidden dev on one of the middle linebackers, but I'll take what I can get. GG's on the draft, and we'll see if we can get back to where we just were, even though we are technically a worse roster. So Sawyer is an automatic starter. I look at the devs of the players that I get that are hidden, if they're going to start, because it's not really cheating if you're literally just going to start them anyways. And a little surprised he's only star. I felt like he was going to be one of those super gods. He's good, but, I would have liked a superstar in X-Factor, right? DTs aren't super easy to get dev ups for. We got the center now. Let's take a look at what his dev is, and he is only a star, but that's fine. Automatic starter, obviously, and then Farr needs to move over to left guard. He's basically a center himself. He's kind of on the undersized part as well. Left guard, superstar. Nope, no superstar for him either. And I suppose we can take a look at some of the guys you missed. I really want to see how good that corner was. 80 overall, 93 speed, 93 excel. Agility's lacking a little bit. Jumping's okay. Catching's pretty solid. I mean, I would have expected a little bit more, especially since he's 5'10", 180, 182. Would have thought maybe a little bit faster since he's going to be thrown around 24/7. And he doesn't even get X Factor. He gets Superstar for his Heisman win. I mean, he's still a really good player, obviously. Some non-miss player. And where was the middle linebacker? There was one. I'm glad we didn't go for him. Even if he's an X Factor, you can't do it, right? Like, it would have costed us all these other players that are starters on the team if we would have went up for him. So I'm not mad that we didn't go for him, even if he's X Factor, which he is not. Okay, thank God. That was kind of ballsy, but yeah, he's obviously a star. I was expecting that. And then where's our DT? So there's the other DT and hidden development as well. Looks faster. And of course, I mean, better than our guy automatically, right? Because he could be better than Star, but he can't be worse than our guy's dev because they have the same at minimum. Superstar. That is a bit of an L, but it's okay. We still came out all right. So here's the offense. Obviously, the center and left guard positions are quite bad. They're pretty similar to the year one team before we made the trades, but obviously a lot of potential with Star Dev. Everyone else is an X Factor in the receiving game besides Fant, but I mean, unless he gets a breakout, that's not going to change. Rookies, but they're normal, unfortunately. Really good DT rookie, obviously. Trap's a really good rookie himself. He's just normal. We should have actually taken a look. Oh, he only has Bull Rush. That's kind of trash, but hopefully it doesn't matter here in Sim. But I kind of want to see the other guy. His name was like Don something. This must have been guy. Donkey, which is like donkey, but okay. Really, really good power move. Very similar to the guy that we just grabbed, but of course our guy's a bit more athletic. I think we ended up with the better pick, technically. Okay, this is the scary time. We only actually have to sign 2 players, but I don't think we're going to be able to afford them. We'll see, though. About 10 per for Noah Fant. So we can afford 1. I think the tight end position's harder to get, but Quentin Williams is a talent and a half. Can we still just get away with a tag, maybe? Of course, Noah would technically be the worst tag because he isn't actually worth that kind of money for the tag. I mean, it could be worse. It could definitely be worse. I mean, we can't afford him, but once again, we could just tag him and deal with the repercussions later. This is a very close call here. Philadelphia is right here with us, and we beat them, not only getting the division title, but also the bye week. We have the bye week. Could this be the year the Niners are an 86 overall? They're pretty good, but we're a 90. 93 offense, 87 defense. This is how we want it here in Dallas. Can we win a bowl here? This is where I would expect to win it, just because, well, we're broke. So if we don't win it here, then, it is what it is. We're definitely good enough, but it's EA Sim. It's all over the place. The Chiefs as well as a team yet to beat, which is just an absolute disaster. Going to the end of the game, looking pretty good with a 7-point start. They get 3 right back. We get another 7. Defense, I know you're a lower overall, but just, make the offense realize that they're not as good as they think they are. Okay? The number is a number. You guys are better. Missed extra point, which is not good, but looking pretty strong. Damn, these Niners will not go away. And it won't matter because we are just insane as we put up 48 points here in the divisional round, which is I mean, that's a lot of points. That is quite a lot of points. Dak with 300 yards right on the nose. Both quarterbacks very similar in a lot of the ratings, of course. Rushing, that's where we really took off. Zeke, I will say, his was kind of off of a long run, but I suppose even if you take away that long run, still rushed for about 5 yards per carry. Cooper was pretty solid. CeeDee Lamb was pretty solid. Just decent numbers overall. Sack totals, nothing special from either team, but enough. And then Trayvon Diggs with the pick. Once again, he gets burned a lot, but he comes away with a pick. So it depends on what kind of team you are. If you're a team that just can outscore everyone, which it seems like we at least could there, that pick is maybe more valuable than just pure coverage, All right, the championship round now. We are now facing the Cardinals, a pretty solid roster, but looking at their overall, 85 overall. They're kind of built oppositely to us, but you look at the ratings, and we have the exact same defense and a way better offense. So it really comes down to, can Dak outplay Kyler Murray? All right, going to the end of the game, I would assume left to right is them, and we choked it. 14-0. This is not a good start. 17-0. Do we want to do something on offense? We get 3 to start at the half. We're down 17 points. Come on, boys. Okay, I mean, a little better, but I mean, it's starting to look a little worrisome. We're going to go slow sim just so we can see our team suck in real time. 3rd and 11. Are they going to at least go for this? You don't have to go for it, right? You don't have to do anything in life. You could just, sit there and waste away. But I don't like sitting there and wasting away. And I should have, because Dak sucks. Oh my lord. What a player. Really? That's the throw we're missing? Really? Are we for real out here? Is that something picked off? I'm just going to assume it was Trayvon, because that guy, I mean, we've been sucking in coverage, but to get a pick there is clutch. 3rd and 11, and we run it for 10. I'm going to lose this team the game, and I honestly don't care. I do care. I care so much it actually hurts, but it's 1 yard. Just don't stop us. Oh, Jesus, that was scary. I mean, it's 1 yard, right? Like, come on, man. You gotta live on the edge if you want to win a ring. That's the motto, honestly. It's just, what else can I tell you? Please, Dallas. We're going to lose to the Chiefs in the Super Bowl anyways, but at least get there. Get there for the fine viewers. Kick. What? Did we miss a few? Hold up. Hold the phone. Let's just win it anyways. Yes. It was Zeke. It was 100% Zeke. 100%. It was 100% Zeke. We win the game, even though we should have won it before we hit overtime. The game cucked us. Who asked? I asked, because I want to know who is coding this crap. But of course, we did enough. It had to be Zeke. He did have a long run. I don't remember him having one before then. The guy is a glitch in game. He just is. Micah Parsons with 2 sacks. Not bad. Obviously, that's kind of what you want to use. Oh, my God. He's so good. He was the guy that got the pick, changing the whole momentum of the game. He's such a hero. Was it actually Zeke in the end? It was. I knew it. I freaking knew it, especially with Dak not being able to throw for anything. I had plenty of fun. Come on. Who is it? It's the Chiefs, right? It's always the Chiefs. It's never not the Chiefs. It's 100% always the freaking Chiefs. And I always do the media day because I don't know. I have like a weird... every coach's dream to hoist the Lombardi. You have the chance to do that for the first time this week. It's everything, right? I mean, obviously you want to seem like, oh, I've been there, done that. I'm already past it. I've already won this bowl. I want more. But at the same time, you kind of have to be humble, and you got to, hey, this is everything, But as far as the offense goes, no one devved up on offense. Defensively, Parsons, no. Man, we suck. Oh! When the hell is DeMarcus Lawrence? Oh, yeah, we forced his dev to superstar, I forgot, and then he got to X Factor legitimately there. At the end of the... Oh! Did Trayvon just go to superstar? He's not even the number 2 on the team technically, but... Okay, Trayvon with the picks. I like it. Wish Trap would have went up in dev, but... Fair enough. They're an 88 overall. We have a better team overall than them, but it is the Chiefs, so... Expect a devastating loss. Oh my lord. This is going to be such a disaster. Please just win, dude. If we win, we could say we have success. Oh, it's over. We lost. 7-0, 10-0. Come on, Dallas. You had a pretty good start to the playoffs. Let's finish strong. 7-17, 14-17. I like it. Defense does well. It's all tied up at half. 17-24. That's a GG, dude. No, maybe not. Oh, we got a chance. Oh, please. Please. Just do it. Dallas does it. It's all tied up. Defense. They're running the ball. 3rd and 13. They're short. Wait, what? What? Hello. Mathematics. Do we stop them? We did technically stop them. I do not care. It's the Chiefs. If it was like, I don't know, like the freaking Falcons, fair enough. But it's the Chiefs, dude. I can't let them win. It's on all Madden, so if we win, it's legitimate. They also have the momentum, so I, for a moment there, didn't even know who Zeke was. Basically wasn't even a friend of mine at that point. We can do this. We can do this. I don't care. I'm coming in. I sometimes do this anyways, so, I mean, I don't have any morals here. Cooper, that is a very... Cooper, you are you joking me? That was a very good throw. All things considered, that was basically a dot. I mean, he got hammered there right as he threw it, got the ball out. 3rd and 1. We should have went for something short. Oh, maybe not. There you go. Cooper is almost a field goal range, which is all right. But then again, if we let the AI kick it, they might not kick it in time, and they just win the game instead of us having a chance at overtime. All these plays are not the greatest. Let's try something like this, I guess. Triple out. Slant lamb. I'm not sure why we'd want to go to the same spot with every single player on the team. It's good a block from Zeke, even though they're bringing 3. This O-line has been a bit brutal. And there goes CeeDee Lamb, and he misses again. Jesus. I'm dropping back a little too far there, I can admit. Okay, I mean, maybe the Chiefs are just that good, because I'm sure as hell not having a fun time. And that is almost, I don't know. It's like a 50-50 ball. It's the Chiefs defense. Why are they so good? Can they just relax for once? Oh my, what is that route? What is that throw? What is this team? This team is some buns, bro. We can't throw. We can't freaking run routes. We just suck. Mims out deep. I don't like CeeDee Lamb's route here. Please, CD. And he holds on. Hurry up to the line. There's not a lot of clock. There is not a lot of clock. Oh, my. This is not good. Cooper! Catch it! He holds on! 10 seconds remaining. We take the lead. He sold earlier. Comes away with one. And we have the lead for the Super Bowl. What a dime. Oh, I thought he was going to drop it. Was that Tyrann Mathieu? That guy is insane. Look at the footwork. Oh, that's beautiful. What an ending. What an ending. That was filthy. Watch Mahomes and if they get a touchdown here, dude. If they get a yes. We've done it. 38-34. Didn't even have to help the AI. It was all the AI. We didn't even come in. Dak's like, "Oh my god. This is never happening again." And you know what, Dak? You're 100% correct. It's not happening again. That was it. We put every amount of juice we had into the thing, and we got it. We won it. We did it. Eat, pray, love. I don't know what that even means, but I know it's a thing. And here comes the celebration. Zeke, I would assume, had a huge part in this one as well, because he's just a god. I don't know why. He's just so good in Sim. And he's kind of a lower... Well, he's not a lower overall anymore, but he starts out as a lower overall. And Dak is hoisting that Lombardi. The God Squad, we barely were able to afford it. The team was drained of resources. We were skimming the line. I mean, I've done a lot of rebuilds, but I put the risk out there on this one. You know, normally I'm pretty safe. I've got like 10 mil almost at all times after signing players. We lost a lot of players. You know, Leighton Vander Esch was really good for us, but couldn't afford him. We lost a couple of other guys, and ultimately we did enough in the draft. Even though they weren't always the greatest hit-ins, we did enough in the draft, built really fast players, of course, built a really fast roster, and ultimately beat Mahomes and the Chiefs in the Super Bowl, which is definitely not an easy task. Amari Cooper was really good. Travis Kelce was solid. Lamb was good. Tyreek Hill was kind of limited, right? I mean, that's pretty good for Tyreek Hill's skill set. Good job by Sawyer, Trapp, the rookies, Kinney. I mean, all the rookies came out to play. Our team was about as perfect as you can get. I mean, there was no turnovers or anything like that. No missed kicks. I mean, we did well. We did all right for ourselves. And we did it without any nonsense tomfoolery. All of these one try, no force wins, no redos, no magic voodoo spells. Well, maybe a few of those, but we did it. We've won the Super Bowl. That is an amazing feat. Dallas, once again, is not the hardest team to rebuild, but they haven't won the Super Bowl like they used to in a while in the game. I don't know exactly why, because they do have a really good roster, but they just don't win the Super Bowl often. It's almost always the Chiefs. You see the Panthers in there more often than the Cowboys now, but we've done it. 90 overall squad. If you ask me to do another season, I don't know if we'd be able to do it. Once again, we're skimming that line for bankruptcy at this rate. That Jumbotron, once again, they've like a quarter of the pixels have been removed just to pay off the freaking electricity bill. But yeah, that is my portion of this rebuild of the Dallas Cowboys, the NFC East rebuild. Hopefully the other guys did well, or actually, you know what? Hopefully didn't do well. I want us to have the best team, because it wouldn't look very good if we took the longest for a Super Bowl win and we had the best starting roster. So, you know what? Hopefully we were the only one to win a Super Bowl. We'll see. And yeah, maybe subscribe to the channel. It's Jeromepkr. Of course, appreciate the opportunity to do this collab with the boys. And yeah, that's pretty much that. I will do my intro anyways. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this one. Hopefully you guys come back for next video, collab, whatever the hell it is. But until next video, see ya!
Now, I know Jerome just did an outro for the video, but I want to do my own for this one as well. Thank you guys so much for watching this one. This was a little while in the making. You know, considering Jerome and CK both didn't have the scouting update, they were kind of referencing portions of the season that were a little while ago. Yeah, it took a little while to get all these things together, but I definitely think it was worth it in the end. Thank you so much, though, for watching this video. I really hope you guys enjoyed this one. And also, thank you to Bengal, thank you to Jerome, thank you to CK, to agreeing to this collaboration rebuild sort of thing. I thought this was a pretty cool idea. I was originally just going to do every team on my own, but then I thought it might be more enjoyable for the viewers if I got a different person to do each rebuild, especially if you guys are fans of all these other creators, and I'm sure you are. Thanks one more time for watching, though. Really hope you guys enjoyed, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.
Where every step you take is to